Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Respected Chairman CBSE sir, Controller sir, Director IT sir, and other directors present in this web, regional directors, regional officers, and all the principals of the schools who have joined this webinar. I take this opportunity to welcome you all in this webinar on elucidating the assessment criteria for class 12th 201. Now, it is presumed that all of our schools know how new composite system of assessment and tabulation is working, of course, based on their own experience of class 10th. Although the logistics are almost the same, but there are certain differences in class 10th and 12th criteria, which will be explained in detail in this webinar. We have already done some homework as far as the salient points of the policy and the probable frequently asked questions are concerned. A number of questions will be covered in the presentation of Controller Sir itself. But our staff is still collecting many more questions while I am speaking these lines. Now, without wasting any more time, I'll request Shri Manoj Ahuja, Chairman CBSE, to say a few words and start the discussion. Sir.
Thank you, Colonel, and my colleagues at CBSE and at our field offices, and the principals and teachers from various CBSE schools who are present here. Very warm good afternoon to all of you. As you know, this year has been exceptionally and unprecedented. We had a very difficult year and time because of the second wave of COVID pandemic, and it has affected our educational system in a very strong. Am I audible? Okay. It has affected strongly, and keeping the health and well-being of the children in mind, the students in mind, a decision was taken to cancel the 10th board exams in April, and thereafter on June 1st, a decision was taken that the class 12th board exams will also be cancelled. A policy was made for assessing class 10th marks, which you are aware of, and most of you have done the work. Class 12th posed a bigger challenge, but with your help and feedback, CBSE came out with a scheme for assessing and evaluating students, which was approved by the Honorable Supreme Court, and which has been distributed, and I'm sure all of you must have gone through it. All I would like to say is that this is an enormous responsibility on the schools and CBSE to determine and estimate a child's marks without taking an exam. It's a huge responsibility because we have to be fair and just to each and every child, every student who was a candidate for this exam, which means nearly 14 lakh students. If you see the policy, the second paragraph specifically uses words that it says it is unbiased and fair, and that is what the policy aims to be. The reason why we took class 10th, class 11th and class 12th together is explained very well in this policy, because we want something on basis of which you can fairly and in an unbiased manner estimate a child's marks. Second is, it has to be reliable and valid. Higher educational institutions may base their decisions on this assessment, and when a lot of children are competing for a smaller number of seats, marks become important. And therefore, a fair and reliable estimate of marks is very, very important. That is our duty towards our students. We also mentioned that it should be transparent. Whatever we do, we have asked you to do through a rational document. We've given you enough autonomy in terms of moderating marks. We've asked you to put everything in a rational. And the reason we have asked you to do that is that we should be transparent. A child has a right to know why he has been marked in this manner. It is based on his performance, definitely. We will be exercising, you will be exercising in the result committee or discretion in terms of marking children. But there has to be a reason why you have marked them like that, and which should be apparent and could be called to question. The Honorable Supreme Court has asked us that set up a dispute mechanism also if somebody is aggrieved with the methodology. My colleagues, Dr. Bhardwaj, the Controller of Examinations, Dr. Jori, who is setting up an IT system to facilitate schools to data, would be speaking in details and also answering the queries you have put up. My very earnest and strong request to all the schools is, you are doing this work on the behalf of CBSE, not on behalf of your school. There is a difference. You are representatives of CBSE because these are functions of CBSE which we have delegated to you. And for all purposes, now you should work like officers with an outlook that when you're thinking about the entire cohort of students, which is more than 13.5 lakhs. Each mark you give to your students, these marks would be compared with the marks students get in other schools. And therefore, there has to be no unfairness in that. We have given the power, or we have delegated these powers to the result committee because we feel the school is in a best position to assess a child properly. And they should use it, but use it in a manner which is justified, which is reasonable, and which is accountable. You will also be accountable for the marks you give to your students. And ultimately, when all the students' marks come, when CBSE gives them results, each result is comparable to the other result, and which is a huge responsibility. And CBSE has a mandate, it has a reputation, it has credibility, it has a mandate that its results follow certain norms, follow certain standards. We have given schools enough leeway. We have said that your best performance plus 2 marks would be used for moderating, which means we are assuming that the best performance of the school would more or less would have performed the same way this year, slightly better. And with that, you have the full freedom to provide marks to students based on their assessment. And I would again reiterate the point from my side. CBSE is very conscious of the process by which we declares the results, and it is a huge responsibility. And wherever you get powers, there is also an accompanying accountability. And these result committees, each school will be accountable for the results which is providing its students. They have to meet this criteria of being fair, unbiased, transparent, reliable. And CBSE would be, based on the marks you have allocated, we would be doing data analysis. If we find any cases where deviance is there, unfairness has been done by any institution, we would not hesitate to take very, very strong steps against that institution. Let me put it very frankly. We trust our schools, and we expect them that these powers or powers delegated to the result committee have to be used in a manner where all the children, all the students feel satisfied with the results, and they uphold the tradition and the credibility of CBSE as an institution which conducts examinations and provides results. We have a huge reputation, the organization's reputation, the school's reputation. We have to uphold that, we have to maintain that. So my only plea to all the teachers who are there, principals who are there, please, we have set up a call center here. Our officers are available all the time. Our regional officers are available. They've been given to all of them to respond to queries immediately. There will be cases which will be exceptions. We will deal with them within time, very quickly. Second, we have set up you've already used that, an IT system which will facilitate. We don't want you to go down in unnecessarily detailed calculations. You have an IT system which is being rolled down, which will provide you with the provision of easy moderation of marks. You see what is happening, you can moderate again, see what is happening, so that you unnecessarily do not waste time on calculations. Plus, we will be hand-holding. The school's interest and the student's interest is primary for us. There will be some exceptions. We will respond to them in a manner and decisions which will be fair and in the interest of students. That has been our guiding motto, and it will remain my guiding motto. So without taking much more time, my earnest request again, this is a huge responsibility which is there on the result committee. And when the result committee is sitting, it is sitting on behalf of CBSE, not on behalf of that school. Its responsibility for fairness extends across schools. It is not limited to that. So please use it very wisely, very prudently, and let us bring a very good name to everybody, all the schools and CBSE as an institution. It's in times, and students and everybody would look up to us to hold certain values, to provide results which are credible and in the fair to everybody. And I am sure that you will be able to rise to this challenge, and we will be able to we will definitely declare the result by June 31st. And I would repeat again, my officers, we have invited them, they're working around the clock to answer your queries and see that there is no delay or no hold up on our side. So with that, I would again thank you very much. I had an opportunity to act with you, to speak to you and tell you what is there in my mind. My office, in fact, have been working day and night since the last 1 month on these issues. And Dr. Bhardwaj, Dr. Jori, my other directors working together, finding solutions, interacting, coming out with new things, new IT systems, solutions to problems which are coming up. And I must compliment them too. And I would also inform all the principals and teachers who are present here that please also keep on sending whatever concerns, issues or problems you are facing. We are committed to resolve them as quickly as possible. Thank you very much, and I'll hand it over to Dr. Bhardwaj to take it from here.
Thank you very much, sir. We assure you, sir, that the team CBSE and the school ensure that the acceptability and credibility of result 2021 will not no way be less than result 20 or 2029. Now, I'll request Director IT sir and Controller sir to start the presentation on their domains. Sir.
आप म्यूट पे हैं शायद भारद्वाज जी. You are not audible.
Okay, sir. Just a minute. I'll just come, sir. Thank you, Colonel. Thank you very much, Chairman, sir. Good afternoon to Chairman CBSE, to my all head of the departments, my colleagues from the regional offices, and all the principals and the committee members who are today for witnessing or understanding this policy which has been brought out by the CBSE in a very democratic manner. I am really grateful to all the committee members who had assisted us in formulating this policy, and thereafter we are all very grateful to the Honorable Supreme Court that they haven't found any drawback in our policy, and this policy has been approved by them and this has been implemented. Now, implementing this policy was not a issue which I would say that an easy one, but it was very, very difficult for all of us to implement this policy, and this policy cannot be implemented without the support of the IT system. So therefore, with the help of the IT department, we prepared this system with the thought that all the teachers, which what I am saying every time, that they should be provided much of relaxed time so that they can devote more time on their studies and taking classes and taking care of their family. So because the calculation was very, very difficult, therefore it was decided that with the help of the software, if we will provide the support to the schools, they would be able to develop this policy or implement this policy successfully. Now, what Honorable Chairman CBSE has said right now, that is very, very important, that we all should understand that not as CBSE, but as a CBSE family, all schools, including CBSE, we all are making the CBSE. It is not that only four walls of the Prithviar or the regional offices or some other offices are the CBSE. So in such manner, whatever work is being done by the schools, that is being done on behalf of the CBSE. Okay. And now there is a need that whatever we are doing, they need to be done in a very special manner, honest manner, sincerely, so that no child of ours is having any complaint. This is very good time when we can show to our students that no, it's not that we are doing each and everything like that only, because a lot of concern are over there as far as quality of education is concerned in our country. So I would certainly say that whatever you are doing, do methodologically, put your brain over there, and everything should in the directions given by the CBSE. Tomorrow, though we have developed one system by which we can just take up the request of the students about the calculation of the result, but I feel that it would be another achievement if we are not getting any request from the candidate side and they are very much satisfied with their result, and not having the complaint about any other student that he has got more than me, though I was performing well in the school. So looking into all these things, we have to see that what best could be done. Now I'll see that all the major points are highlighted over here, because the policy is not different from the policy of the 10th. Here we have taken the class 11th and 10th also, that is the special concern. And I feel that you all must have gone through the policy which has been issued by the CBSE, so that there won't be any problem in understanding the issues which I will be raising over here. Now, as far as introduction is concerned, there is no need to give the introduction. You are very well aware that because of the pandemic, we have to cancel the examination and brought out this policy. Now, the challenge before the CBSE, again, CBSE doesn't mean these four walls of the CBSE, but all the schools. We have the highest challenges at this moment of time. That is that first of all, for exam to be fair and to all students, these exams should be very standardized one. So this is one issue. A declaration of valid, reliable, fair, and unbiased result to the student in the pandemic. And thereafter, the assessment policy will have to meet the standard of being unbiased, reliable, fair, valid, and transparent to all the students. So when we are doing all these things, these would be very, very great challenges before us. And therefore, we need to put in a little bit more efforts to ensure that no, we are meeting to the expectation of our students. Now, what is the mode of assessment? This I will highlight what is mentioned in the policy itself. Now, first part is that it has been stated over there that we will be counting or the taking the performance of the students in class 12, and this performance they need to be unit test, midterm examination, or pre-board examination. So basically, when the result committee has been formed, the responsibility of the result committee is that they have to develop an hypothesis that by which combination, either the unit test alone, or the midterm alone, or the pre-board alone, or mixing any of the three, which is going to be beneficial for the student. That combination is to be taken for the assessment of the student as far as the declaration of result of class 12 is concerned. Now the second one is the class 10th, and now the class 10th is, it has been stated over there that mean of the three best is to be awarded in class 12 in all the subjects equally. So this is the second assessment mode which is to be taken by us. Now, as far as 12th, and there was no issue at all, because when we have to declare the result of class 12, we have to see the performance of the students of class 12 only. But as Chairman CBSE has stated that we are a very reputed board across the globe, we have the say in the education policies and in the performance of our students and the result which has been declared by the CBSE. So we thought that no, if we are having little bit more identity or the information about the students' performance in different classes, then it would be or the result would be more reliable. So in such scenario, there were two concerns which has been thought of by the committee. There were other concerns also, but these were the two concerns, that the students are facing class as the first board, and there is a possibility that they might not have performed well in class 10th. And second is that subject taken in class 10th may not be having any impact on the class 12th result because the subject offered by the student in class 12 are the different one. But looking into the gap which is over there, or the say if a student might have performed well, not well in one examination, and in 4 he might have worked or performed well, and the same case could be in 2 not well and in 3 well. So what was decided, that we will be going for the mean of the 3 best marks. So with the mean of the 3 best marks, when we have done the R&D work based on the data which is available with the CBSE, it was fantastic. It was giving the fantastic result to us, and therefore this point was taken. Now thereafter, the class 11th, certainly what is happening, that class 11th when the students are coming, it is little bit difficult class. Sometimes schools are putting more efforts on the students. This curriculum is tough. The different kind of question papers are over there, and even the marking is also very tough, I would say, on the part of the school to prepare the students for the class 12. But looking into this also, we decided that if the 30% performance of these students in the final result examination, means the final examination is taken for class 12 result, there won't be any issue, because we had given the permission to the result committee to moderate the marks also. So the moderation has just come as the rescue in case students were able to perform well in class 11. So these were the concerns which were shown over there, and these have been taken care of. Now the procedure for the assessment. So the issue is that what is the procedure for the assessment? This assessment is basically, I would like to highlight that all the schools are aware that all the questions paper are not of the 80 marks. There are different kind of question papers. Say theory marks are 80 and internal assessment is 20. Then theory marks are 70, 30, 60, 40, 50, 30, 70. And total marks are 100 marks. So when we are going for the total 100 marks, so meaning there we have to ensure that we should take only that part which is correct one. Which is correct one. Now, after this, I will come to the another slide. That what was the contribution, or what is the contribution of the classes? So this contribution is for class 12. We have taken the 40% contribution. For class 11, we have 30% contribution, and for class 10th, we have taken the 30% contribution. But again, what has been mentioned over there, that the marks unit, midterm and pre-board, result committee has to decide what combination is to, and thereafter for the class 11, marks based on the theory component of final examination 30%, and the average of the best 3 component of the class 10. These were to be taken. Now, if we are coming to the contribution of different classes, what you will find, what has been shown in the circular over there, that when we are going for the 80 marks, so the class 10th, when we are taking the 30% contribution of class 10th, effectively it is to only 24%. Similarly, in case of the class 11th, it is coming to the 24%. And when we are coming to the class 12th, it is to the 32 value. These are the values in the marks out of 80, 24, 24, 32. So the different marks are given over there, and then we had shown the different contribution of the marks of each and every class. So effectively, I would request you to come to the last point or the column where 12th and the contribution is shown in the red color. So class 12 contribution is of 52 marks, 58 marks, 64 marks, 70 marks, 82 marks. So in such scenario, the value or the contribution of the class 12th is maximum 1, not the class 10th and 11th. So this is good part, and therefore we can go for this kind of calculation so that the contribution, because the students has performed better or improved better in class 12, so we can go for means we can better contribution of class 12. Now computation of the theory marks. I would request you, though I have highlighted over here that how we have to take unit test, test, midterm or pre-board. This is to be decided by the committee that what is the best, and they will take it. And then they will see that what is the method of conduct of examination, quality of paper, and the quality of the assessment also. Everything is to be taken care. Now, this entire is given in the policy, and I had already explained this thing. Therefore, I am coming to the next slide. Now, in class 11th, we have to go for the 11th marks, and this is the final examination. Only theory part we have to be utilized over here, and that need to be done over here. Now, there would be certain calculations. Certainly, I would request you to come to the class 10th. How we have to take the contribution, that the computation of class 10 theory marks shall be based on the average theory marks obtained by the student in best 3 performing subject out of 5 main subjects. This average will be uniformly awarded all the classes, class 12 subjects based on the theory weightage. Say I am saying that when we have gone for the best mean of the best 3 marks of class 12, 10, then in all the 5 subjects, we have to equally award these marks, contribution of the class 10th marks basically. So this is very, very important. And this I am only explaining, but in your case, when you will be provided the entire software, you need not to do anything else. You have to upload the marks, which has already been done, and thereafter will be taken care of by the software itself. Now, constitution of the result committee, you are well aware what changes has been made in the result committee. We have stated our policy that 2 senior most teachers are taken from class 12 and 2 teachers from the neighboring school are to be taken. And CBSE can also send some external member. That is the issue, and the principal will head the committee. Now, in this committee, we have provided the IT teacher also, and we have requested the committee to call to the subject teachers when their subject is being discussed for preparing the rationale and awarding the marks. So that, because teachers are very well aware about the performance of the students, and therefore they can do justice with the students. So this is the result. The rest of the things are very well aware about you. There is no need of highlighting this thing. Now the next point is coming pertaining to the steps, which is steps, responsibility and timelines of class 12 result compilation. So this is the part on for which I would request Dr. Johri to kindly explain the same, and I will some correction which I will request Dr. Johri to inform during this presentation only. I'll request Dr. Johri, Director IT, to come. He is the person behind the dynamics of this software. All the nights and days, I would say, have been devoted for developing this system, and he big thanks from my side, certainly. Dr. Johri, please.
Thank you. Bhadurji, can you please go to the previous slide?
Okay.
Just previous slide. Yeah, thank you.
This one?
So, Once again, respected Chairman, sir, and my colleague head of departments, esteemed principals, and other faculty members. Today we are discussing a very, very important, thing about the compilation of class 12th result, which is, of course, in a new normal form. Normal, it's a new normal form. Earlier, you were saying the exams were conducted, marks were was being done, marks were being uploaded, and then result was being completed by CBSE. So this was the earlier process, and I think that time schools were quite free. But this time, as Chairman Sir has rightly said, all schools have to work as an extension of CBSE. You are the part. You are the part in CBSE, and now this time you'll be working on behalf of CBSE for the compilation of the result. Now, complexity of this has already been explained by Dr. Bhardwaj and Chairman Sir for this time compilation result, because it has got three components. One is class 10th, 11th, and 12th. Now, in 10th, there is a further complexity. The further complexity is like, because not all students are from CBSE. There are many students from different boards. Maybe Madhya Pradesh board, maybe Maharashtra board, UP board, some foreign board, IB, NIOS, ICSE, and all. Okay. And every board has got its own theory and practical breakup for the various subjects. Now, suppose in a school there are 1,000 students and few are from CBSE. For that, you know what is the theory and practical breakup. For other boards, not aware of. So, what was decided that this is the one complexity which, if we ask you to calculate, you may time, there is a possibility of some error. So, this responsibility has been taken by CBSE. 11th class marks, 12th class marks, yes, since you conduct examination, so we have requested you to upload the class 11th marks and class 12th marks. But further computation will be again done by CBSE, because there is a 30% component of 11, 40% component of 12. Okay. Now, with this, I'll just take you to the various steps, responsibility, and timelines of class 12 result compilation. Bhadaji, we can move to the next, please.
Move, sir.
Yeah, next. Okay, by the time it is being uploaded. Now, the steps were also given in the portal which was launched on 21st of June. You all have seen 18th June, our policy was declared. Then, since there was a need of an IT system, IT form, because a lot of cumbersome calculations were there, so it was decided to portal with all the backend processes. So it was launched on 21st of June with the 8 modules. The first module was about the policy document. The second module was about the internal assessment uploading, internal gate uploading. Then there was a third module of practical marks uploading. Then fourth module was your verification of class 10th data, roll number, year, and board. Then next module was class 11th marks uploading, then class 12th marks uploading, and then historical performance, and then finally availability of the complete tabulation sheet, a comprehensive tabulation sheet for you. Can we move to next slide? What is it?
It's perfect, sir.
No, it's not coming. Only it is stuck to the first slide. No,
There is only one slide. Yes, sir.
no, there is a one more slide. I think prior to this. No, prior to this. After this, there was another slide.
No,
No, please.
there is only one slide, sir.
No, there are two slides. Okay, you can take back to the steps only. The first one, which you were showing prior to this. Yes. There was one more slide is there. I don't know how
It's just missing, sir. It is missing, sir, over here.
No, it was there in the presentation. Anyway,
Huh.
if it is not available, I'll just tell all the eight. I've already now I'll explain all the steps. So first step was on 18th June. The policy was declared. Then 21st June, the portal was launched. Of course, the first was the responsibility of CBSE. So CBSE declared policy, which was duly accepted by Honorable Supreme Court. Then on 21st June, a portal was launched. This was responsibility of CBSE. Then from the same day, we expected that the schools will go through the policy document, will understand the document as well as the various modalities. There was a module for the internal grade upload. That was the responsibility of a school. The last date was given 30th June, and I am happy to tell almost all schools have completed their internal grade uploading. Then there was a practical marks uploading system. It was the responsibility of the school. The schools did it. Few schools are left, and we expect them to complete this activity by 5th of July. Because 5th July is the last date for the uploading of the practical marks. Then, during this period, we also requested all schools to verify class 10th board data of students whose data was not available to the CBSE. That means all the students whose data could not be found in CBSE, that means either they were from some other boards, or the roll numbers were wrong, or the year of passing was given wrong by the schools. So we requested all schools to do it. This process was started from 21st June itself, and by 28th June, all schools verified the class 10th data of students. Now, why it was done? Because we'll be now taking data of all such students from the boards from where they passed the class 10th examination. CBSE data is already available with the CBSE, but for other board data, we'll be certainly requesting all other boards to provide this data of class 10th. The students of their board who passed class 10th from their boards. Once this data is received, we'll be certainly doing the complete compilation. There is a possibility that still there will be some students whose information, whose result data received from boards may not match. There is a possibility that in some cases the data is not available with the board. That means there is again something is wrong in the particular for class 10, which were verified by the school. There is a possibility of few students pass from some foreign board and so on. So after this verification, after this compilation, few students are left whose result data of class 10th is not available for one reason or other. We will certainly request schools to provide that data along with the supporting document. When I'm talking the supporting document, when the child was admitted from a different board, might have submitted mark sheet or the pass certificate, etc. So schools will have to approve that. But there will be very, very few students because most of the students who are appearing in class 12 are from the CBSE only, but few are from other boards, and I'm hopeful that maximum of the data will be available from the boards. Once this is done, then 11th data you have already submitted to the board. The last date is today, 2nd of July. I'll request these schools who have not completed as yet, please complete. Then the class 12th data system has already been started, and the last date for that has been given as the 5th of July. Badaji, can we move to the next slide now? The next slide. Go to the next, please. Anyway, so once the entire 11th data is available, 12th data is available, and 10th data is available with the CBSE. We will prepare a complete tabulation sheet, which otherwise we could have been preparing, but CBSE has taken this responsibility that based on the class and the data, 11th data, and 12th data, we will prepare a complete tabulation sheet of each and every student where the class 10 component will be shown, 11th component will be shown, class 12th component will be shown, and we'll be also showing the mean, the reference mean as per the historical performance of the school. We will also be showing the limit to which it can be given. So this will be available completely in a tabulation sheet form. The schools will be working on that tabulation sheet only. They will select a particular subject, see what is the mean coming. It will be shown on the system. Reference to simply check that if mean is within the limit or the permissible limit. Permissible limit, as per the policy, we have already said mean plus minus 5 we are permitting subject wise. Overall, it is the plus minus 2. So within that restriction, within that constraints, we have to give the moderation to the various students. Once the moderation is completed, then you'll be uploading back that tabulation sheet. So, in other words, the entire process of result compilation till the tabulation is a combined effort of both and CBSE. CBSE has given you the system. CBSE has given you the steps. CBSE has requested to fill the data which is available with you, and then this calculation is being done by CBSE. Once the entire tabulation sheet is over, you will submit it. Then certainly some analysis will be done, CBSE level. If we find any discrepancy, we will certainly come back to the school. If not, then the entire result will be compiled, outliers will be taken, collation of the result will be done, and then finally result computation will be done, and the result will be declared or disseminated by the end of July as so this is the complete process, various steps involved with the responsibility and timeline. All timelines have been given. According to that timeline, you have to complete the work assigned to you. No need to worry at this stage for the 11th moderation or the 12th moderation, because we have been receiving certain calls from these schools. They are feeling that probably 11 marks once uploaded, they won't be able to moderate. 12 marks once uploaded, they won't be able to moderate. No, moderation activity will come. If you see on the middle also, last block we have given where we have shown that result tabulation sheet will be available for the moderation purpose, for the checking purpose, and final upload purpose. So schools need not to worry about moderation at this stage. At this stage, you have to complete your 11th marks uploading. You have to complete the 12th marks uploading. Once the entire marks are uploaded and 10th result is available with us, we will just give you the complete tabulation sheet. So please, again I am saying, don't worry about the moderation. Now once the moderation will come, the tabulation sheet will be available. You will be only permitted to moderate 11th and 12th. Because 10th marks, no. 10th marks already result is have been taken from the declared result. 11th and 12th marks will be available for the moderation. So you can accordingly moderate marks and then can upload back that tabulation sheet. So basically, the entire result computation process has been divided into 18 steps. Unfortunately, that slide is missing. Why? I don't know, because there were 2 slides. But unfortunately, the slide is missing. But I think we'll update it and put it. So there are 18 steps in total. The 18 steps they complete from the declaration of the policy till the compilation of the result. It is divided into 18 steps, which will be completed jointly by CBSE and the schools. Now I'll come to the moderation part. Badaji, can we move to next, please? Next.
Fine, sir.
No, it's not moving at all.
Okay.
It's not moving.
This moderation policy you are seeing. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Moderation policy. Yes. No.
Now, can you see, sir?
Yeah. Now it is there. Okay. You know why the moderation is being done? Because the moderation is being done because of the various facts. One, variation in marks across the schools. We all know because evaluation may be different from school to school. The question paper may be different from school to school. The standard of question paper, the degree of difficulty, like that. That is the one reason. Then the standardization via school level moderation. This is to be done. Now, let us go to the next because next will be. Yeah. Now, in class 10th, you had seen we had given the reference data, the historical performance to the schools who were existing schools in the CBSE. That means if there is a school which is already affiliated to board and the students are appearing this time in class 2, so we have given last 3 years performance if it is existing for last more than 3 years, existing for last more than 2 years or 2 years result and so on. So we have given the historical performance of all such schools for 2018, for 2019, and for 2020, and also we'll be giving the mean marks subject wise and overall mean. Here, one very important thing I would like to tell each one of you, because from 18 to 20, again theory practical preparation is different from year to year. In 18, in some of the subjects, it was 100 marks of theory, which is now 80 marks of theory and 20 marks of the internal assessment. So what we will be providing to you when we will be providing the reference data, the normalized to the 80. So if the mean has been calculated out of 100, then we'll be certainly giving you the mean after normalizing it to the 80. So it should be easy because now it is an 80-20 combination. So on that basis also we'll be telling which is the best performing year of your school. So this is for the existing schools. Now, there are certain schools who have come for the first time in the CBSE board. For the first time in their plus 2 batches appearing. Now, for such schools, we will be giving country-wise, state-wise, district-wise performance of their category of a school. That means if there is a public school, independent school, Kendra Vidyalaya, Navodaya Vidyalaya, government school, government aided, which are the various categories available in CBSE. So we'll be for an independent school in national performance of all independent schools, the state performance of all independent schools, district performance of all independent. That will be giving, and then whichever is the best performing, we'll be requesting a school to take that as a reference, as we did in the class 10th also. Now there are certain schools which are part of a group, maybe DPS, DAV, and so many schools are there which form a group. For such schools, we will be showing the group performance also to take as a reference. So basically, for all purposes, CBSE is supporting the schools to decide the moderation based on the best performance. The existing school, I've told you. The group school, I've told you. If it's new school which is not a form of not a part of a group, but can take from the category wise performance, which I told you. Like for example, in Delhi, there are some excellence school, government excellence school, Pratha Vikas school, a very good government school. So for them, that is also a group. We'll be showing the group, and all this will be available from the evening for the reference purpose for all schools. So one very important thing is, at present, you will be simply referring it. Please don't do anything on this right now. Simply complete your class 12th uploading of marks by 5th of July. So that is very important. Dates are not negotiable now because we are having a very, very short span of time. 5th of July, class 12 data is to be completed. Any school has been left for uploading of 11th, please complete it today. Once entire this 11th and 12th uploading is done, and you'll be given the tabulation sheet, as I told you, the comprehensive tabulation sheet with the class 10th component, with the class 11th component, with the class 12th component. Then you'll be applying moderation. Prior to that, please don't worry about the moderation. Historical performance, you can just see, just refer it, but apply at a later stage. We are just giving you for your reference purpose, but this will be actually referred, actually used, actually implemented when you'll be doing the moderation. Okay. So I think it is very clear that this result is having normally prior to this year we were having internal grade, practical and theory performance. But this time theory performance is divided into 3 different components: 10th, 11th and 12th. I've already told you, internal assessment, those who have not completed, please complete it. Practical marks who have not uploaded, please complete it. Last date is approaching 5th of July. 11th marks, last date is today, please complete it if you have not done. 12th marks uploading, 5th of July again, complete it. This is over, then wait for some time. If required, again I'm saying, then we'll be certainly asking a school to give the class 10th data of those students whose data we could not get from other boards because of the either wrong particulars or whatever the reason. If not, then we'll not be asking any class 10 data. We'll be doing the computation of 10th, 11th, 12th, and give the final tabulation sheet. So again, I did the entire process. So this way, the result tabulation sheet will be prepared, will be given to all for the purpose of moderation. Once you complete the moderation work, then again CBSE will work on that. And again, I'm saying we'll be doing a lot of data forensic checks. We'll be doing a lot of other checks, other validation checks. And if we find there is any discrepancy, we'll certainly come back to you with clarification. So kindly keep your all documents, keep your all minutes of meeting of the result committee ready for replying. So with this, now I hand over back to Bhardwaj for continuing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Johari. It was a nice explanation, and I feel that with this explanation, school must be aware that what steps are over there. Because I was getting many WhatsApp messages also that what is to be done by us, where we need to be done. So this will help all these schools in uploading the marks at the correct location, and they will also come to know, because many messages are being received by us that whether you would be providing class 10th marks back to us or not, or class 11th or class 12th. So this will certainly clarify all the doubts of the schools. Now, as far as the moderation is concerned, everything has been informed by Dr. Johri. The only one thing which I would like to inform over here, that in case of the 10 or less than 10 students in one school in one subject, so there is no need to follow the broader guidelines of the plus minus 5. We have to see overall moderation kind of thing, that is +2 -2 in the overall average of the that particular year. So which is the reference year. So this is also the concern that if we had the lesser number of students last year, and again this year we are having 10 or less than 10 students, data is not matching. Certain problems are over there. So certainly this will rectify the issues of the such schools. Now I'll come to the next slide, that there are few other things, say assessment of more than 5 subjects, because as per the eligibility criteria and the scheme of studies and the scheme of examination, students can offer more than 5 subjects. So in the 6th subject also, how the marks could be awarded, the mean of the best 3 marks. This mean of the best 3 marks have become the key of all the problem in such issues, where we wanted to assess the student basically. So if any student has taken the 6th subject, so the mean of the 3 best subject be awarded in the same. Now the assessment of new subjects, because there are few subjects, 3 subjects. There are few subjects in which have been started by the CBSE, launched by the CBSE, and this was the first year when the examination is supposed to be conducted. But because we have not conducted the examination, so the same formula will be adopted. That is the mean of the best 3 performance. Now, why I am sharing this with you? Because this will not be the part of the calculation scheme which we have provided. So when you will be uploading the marks, you have to ensure all these things are done at your end also. Now, in case of the subject change from class 11 to class 12 also, say I am saying that there are 5 subjects, 3 are the academic subject and 1 is the English, and say 5th is the physical education. So the marks of physical education and English will be coming as it is only with the 30% contribution. And say in place of the physics, chemistry and mathematics, if someone has taken any other 3 subjects, so what need to be done? Of the physics, chemistry, out of the 5 main subjects, we have to again go for the 3 subjects where the students have secured best of the marks, and then the mean of these marks will be provided in remaining 3 subjects over there in class 12. That is to be done. And in this scenario, after the presentation is over, I will supply the PDF copy of presentation where there would be some calculation sheets also, so that you will come very clearly. Students who have passed class 10 from any other board, this has already been informed by Dr. Johri. Now, mandatory compliance, this is very, very important. This is in the line of the desire which has been expressed by the chairman CBSE, that you have to keep your record very safely. We may verify and action against non-compliance of the section might be taken by the CBSE if that no the directions or the instructions have not been followed. Now, once data uploaded will be treated as final. Therefore, I will request each and every school to kindly put little bit more effort when you are preparing the data, and thereafter you can upload it. Candidate, if not appeared in any assessment in class 12, then you have to devise the method by which you would like to give the award the performance to this student. Recently, we have issued one more circular where we have stated that if any student has appeared in all the examination, that is the periodic test, midterm, and the pre-board examination, in such scenario, he should be awarded or be marked absent. Why I am saying so? Because number of schools are saying to us that this student is not in touch with us from past so many months. He has not attended any exam, and in certain cases, the I would say that because of the pandemic, candidate has suffered and not able to appear in the examination, and candidate is no more also. So we will see that how we have to calculate the result, because it is not that candidate is not present, we are declaring the result. So you have to mark the absent in all these subjects in class 12, so that we will take out this student from the main data, and thereafter we will decide after confirming it from the school that what need to be done. Now CBSE support to the schools, we have already informed that software we have provided, help desk we have provided, one email ID has also been provided. We are preparing a lot of FAQs also, which will be uploaded soon. Our efforts are that no school should have any problem. But in this regard, one thing which I would like to with you all, that we are receiving a few mails or the messages where they are, even the phone calls are being received. They are saying that why in 40% in 12th, why not 50%? So this is not the issue which is to be addressed by the help desk or by the CBSE. Now the policy is decided. No one can put the question mark on the policy now. The another issue is, it has also been observed that the 5 numbers which we have provided, one person is calling to each and every one on each and every phone number and asking the same question. So I will just explain you what is the issue. That this entire team is working under one assistant secretary. This entire team again is working with the deputy secretary, that is controller of that is deputy secretary, and they are working under me. And every day, morning and evening, we are discussing the issue and informing it to the help desk people that what answer is over there of what question. So that has been done by us. So post-examination process, resolution by CBSE as Rule 59 of the bylaws, we will do the result. Board policy for qualifying class 12th examination. Say if any candidate is not able to clear one subject, he will be placed in the compartment category. And if he's failed or not able to qualify the marks in more than one subject, he will be placed in the assessment, essential assessment, that need to be understood clearly. Then the verification, photocopy and revaluation will not be done, because answer books have already been provided. Here one more I would like to share with all the schools, that number of schools are asking that we have awarded 60 marks, and now when moderating these marks, these are coming to 58, 55, 50, and this will not be accepted by the schools or the students. So I'll request that don't think that your result is the final one. Ask the student and the parents that this is after moderation. There is no issue that secured what mark sheet you have provided or what answer book you have provided. But as per the policy, you have done it. So CBSE owns this responsibility. Schedule of activity is already aware and explained to the to all of you by Dr. Jory. Then conduct of compartment examination. We are trying our best that the compartment examination should be conducted by us within from 15th of August to 15th of September, so that we can address the problem of each and every candidate. Now, students not satisfied with the assessment policy, they can, we have put in one system in place, and therefore they can approach this system. All the details will be available along with the result. For the Patrachar private candidate, examination will be conducted shortly, as I communicated. When we will be conducting the examination from 15th of August to 15th of September, this examination will be for all the 3 category of candidate. One is that who are not satisfied with the assessment policy and wish to improve themselves. The second is the compartment and private student. And third one, who have secured the after declaration of result on 31st July, they will also be permitted to appear in this examination. Then no merit list will be declared by CBSE. No subject-wise merit list, that is 0.1% merit list will be decided, and no student will be issued the merit certificate this time. Dispute resolution already communicated. Now, as far as these annexures are concerned, you are very well aware of all the annexures, and you might have gone through each and every one. Now, last but not the least, I will be communicating, say, first of all, we have received certain questions when we requested that you can approach to your regional officer and the regional director about the problem which you are facing and where you wanted our assistance. So we have got the questions. Generally, it has been observed that these are the individual questions, that this is happening with my school, this is happening with my school. So we are developing the replies, though it is pertaining to one school, but these all will be in the FAQs, and shortly these FAQs will be hosted on website. Then after this webinar, if any school is having any problem where they want that the solution of their problem should be given in FAQs, one email ID will be communicated to you by the regional officers today. You all are requested to kindly send your messages on this email ID. So summing up, say the policy is very, very good, and no one can go above the best result of the last 3 years. Okay, so only 2 marks in the overall performances could be added or deleted. Now class 10 30%, class 11 30%, class 12 40%. Thereafter moderation of 11th and 12th, and after this we will get the marks of the internal assessment or the practicals, and then the result will be declared CBSE. With I come to the end of the presentation, and I request to each and everyone that even this the detailed one more presentation, which is having a little bit in the presentation which I am, which is over here, the link of the this presentation and the email ID. These 3 things will be provided to everyone by today evening, and I communicate my sincere thanks and assured to each and everyone that as far as we all the CBSE team is concerned, we will not take any rest till the time we will not go for proper hand holding of our schools, our teachers who are already working very hard from past more than 1 year, I would say. So believe me, we all are working. We are working for all of our students. Finally, will be declared. We will ensure that the declared result is fair, transparent, and acceptable, not to the student, not to the parent, not to the school, not to the CBSE, but across the world. Everyone should say that CBSE has made a better policy and students have been assessed like the actual assessment only. So with this, I communicate my sincere thanks. I will request Colonel Ji to up the matter further. If there are certain questions, I can give the reply, and then we will be summing up this presentation. Colonel Ji.
Sir, there are certain questions which are coming till now. We mostly have received demands in the form of questions. We are not getting many questions till now. Almost everything has already been covered in the society, in the this policy, and whatever was remaining has been covered in clear terms in today's presentation also. But still, there are a few things like it has been asked by some of the schools. Okay, whether the 6th subject can be used for the purpose of calculation.
No, as far as calculation is concerned, we have especially mentioned in our policy that only 5 main subjects, which will be reflecting as first 5 subject in the mark sheet, or they have submitted in the LOC. Only these could be considered. No other subject could be considered for calculating the mean of the best 3 performing subjects.
Sir, similarly, there is one more query coming from a number of schools, whether we will be giving grades this year also.
The grade is, there are 2 things, because what I have got from the schools, that why in place of the marks we are not giving the grade. So again, there is a policy issue, and now policy is decided. I wish that every student, these students should not be treated separately because of the pandemic. So we will be providing the marks and the grade, which is 1/8 of the topmost, which is reflected in at the back of the mark sheet also. That will certainly be reflected in the mark sheet along with the marks.
One more issue has been put forth by the schools, that the policy is a bit complex. The calculation portion of the policy is a bit complex than class 10th. Why so?
Say class 10th is they are in our system only. Okay, we can take care to the class 10th student 2 more years, whether they are in CBSE or going to some other board. But as far as class 12th is concerned, it is very, very important that we should ensure that the assessment which is being done by the CBSE, that is most reliable. And therefore, we have gone for the 3 classes. And with the help of these 3 classes, we will be calculating, though it could be complicated, little bit complicated. But I would say the kind of features which Dr. Jory is providing in the software, no calculation need to be made by the schools except when they will be going for the moderation. So that is certainly very, very important, because the important responsibility of the result committee is to moderate the marks based on the performance of the students and on other issues which have been reflected in the policy.
Sir, one more question is coming about the mistake in the calculation of marks, who have changed the subjects and changed the streams.
No, they need not to worry. No, there be any mistake. When I will be sending the presentation today, one example is given over there, and with that, school can rectify themselves that what is the correct method of finding out the average in the case which you have explained over here. So with that, they will be, because it is the mathematical issue. So sometimes someone is calculating in some manner, sometimes in some other manner, but they have to go by virtue of our policy only.
Sir, although the issue is same and it was raised by so many schools in class 10th policy also, but still some schools are asking, is there any provision that school can change the year of reference year?
No, change the reference year, because the reference year which have been provided by the CBSE, that is the reference year by which school would be able to get the best of the result. But currently, one thing which I would like to highlight over here, I am really happy that I have got many phone calls from the schools where they have stated and shown the concern that with the help of your policy, students are getting too much of high marks, though these students don't deserve for these high marks. So can we go lesser also? So there are such schools also who are saying that no, we have to go for the lesser one. So as far as reference year is concerned, they can't change the reference year. But if they wish that no, their result could be little bit lesser than the reference year, there is no problem. But result cannot be above the reference year in case of class 12, except plus minus 2 marks, which we have stated as per policy or in our policy.
Sir, there is one more query. The school, although it has been made clear in our circular dated 29/6, will we get a chance to update the marks of class 11, which we already uploaded and finalized?
It is very categorically explained by Dr. Johari that whatever 11th marks have been uploaded, they will be treated as fine. And when they will be getting the marks at this portal, 11, 12 and total, then they can moderate the marks in any of the class. Class 11, they can moderate, class 12, they can moderate, because with the policy, with the marks which have been provided by CBSE, I feel that they would be able to get the best of the result.
Sir, there is next question was about the same thing that you just explained now, but for the purpose of clarity, I'll repeat it again. Question is whether moderation is to be given separately in both the classes 11th and 12th, or at the time of finalization of entire result of class 12. Please guide us.
What is stated, Jory? that you will be getting the total marks 11, 12, and then total. Now, if say student have performed very well in class 11th and you don't want to moderate the class 11th mark, you can go for the 12th. And if 12th he has done better, you can go for the moderation of class 11th marks. So in either way, you can moderate total, you can moderate, say 2 marks could be added in the 11th and 3 marks could be added in the 12th, or 5 marks could be added in 12th and 5 marks could be added in 11th. Any school will be allowed to make the changes or moderate the marks awarded by them in class 11th and 12th. That is over there.
Sir, one question is being asked about in case of children with special needs, is there a separate criteria for calculation of?
No, we have already clarified each and everything in this regard. And schools, there are few schools or specific schools where these students are going. They are already taking up the interest for these students. And I feel that what we have stated in class 12 for the other students, the same could be done for them also. Schools could be a little bit more generous for these students if they feel so.
Sir, the last 2 questions are, these are general questions, but if here, it will, lay to rest some very many more calls and emails in future. One is about point number 16 and 17 of the policy, which the school is asking. As per point number 16 and 17 of the policy, CBSE should make the schools clear with what type of documents are they expecting school to be ready with.
Say, in such scenario, we have already stated that the rationale document which is to be prepared by the schools, that need to be kept very safely, and all the relevant documents from where they have taken the information, extracted the information, they all should be intact. So these are the 2 documents generally. A number of documents could be more, but these are the 2 types. These document certainly could be the e-document, but in case of the rational document, I would certainly say the signed document. And the other document could be the electronic document also. So everything need to be kept very safely by the school. Say if some school have conducted the examination online, so the online performance of the student be available with them. If CBSE wants, approach to the school, request to the schools to provide the same to us.
Sir, the last question is, will the students be getting certificates this year also?
Which certificate?
That we used to get earlier. Every person is getting a number of hits.
Everyone would be getting this similar kind of certificate and sheet which was given to them. The only thing which I would like to explain to each and every school present over here, that the CBSE in its examination committee decided long back before the pandemic that this year also similar to the class 10th certificate, mark sheet cum certificate will be provided. There will be only one document which will be having the marks, photograph of the student, other information, these messages or the information pertaining to the certificate. Everything will be over there. So only one certificate will be provided to the student in place of the 2 which were provided earlier. That is, one is the mark sheet and another one is the passing certificate. So in place of 2, one certificate, combined form similar to class 10th, which has been provided by CBSE last year only.
Sir, these were all the questions that were getting maximum hits. Otherwise, we are having questions based on individual, queries that will try to answer back to ROs as well as schools individually. But we are still working on it, sir. The question we start getting will request you to add in FAQs. And this is all for now, sir, for today.
Okay. So certainly, Kanalji, I would like to request you to go for the vote of thanks also, because you have taken command of this entire webinar, and it was in a very good manner. I'll request you to go for the valediction ceremony or the thanks ceremony.
Sir, it is my pleasure that I have to propose vote of thanks. Today was a special day for class 12th. because we have committed before the Supreme Court of India, Honorable Supreme Court of India, that will try to do the maximum handholding for the schools, and towards that we said that we'll be setting up a help desk. That has already been done. We said a program will be made. The program has been made operational by our IT team, especially thanks to Dr. Johari, before the deadlines. So what we were planning to start on 2nd has already been done on 30th. What we were planning to do on 5th is already. So this webinar was also in one of the series for a program for handholding of the schools. So it has been conducted successfully. So the credit goes to, first of all, I am very thankful to our chairman, Shri Manoj Ahuja ji, who motivated us, who kept the team together for planning and executing all this program. After that, I'll congratulate and thank Dr. Johari also, who from his busy schedule has spared some time when he is making all the making changes and testing of all the modules of the software that will be upcoming in coming days. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. The roll control examination, sir, was special like always. Thank you very much, sir, for handholding us, for handholding the schools. And last but not the least, I'll thank all our directors, our regional officers and schools together for coming here, sharing their thoughts with us, and further efforts towards making this webinar and this policy a success. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.